In accordance with scholarly reports about the entheogenic experience, Fardados explains Santo Daime as a mystical death of the ego, a letting go. This ego loss is not permanent, as the feeling lasts only a few hours, gradually dissipating after each work. My informants say that the Daime mysticism gives one a window of opportunity to see that one's being does exist beyond the ego. One gets this impression from Eleonora. 5 minutes left? Okay. One gets this impression from Eleonora, a 37-year-old Fardata from Belgium who has been participating in Daime work since 2005. In an interview, she explained her conviction that, quote, "Most people who come to the Santo Daime come because they want to learn about themselves. I believe that there's nothing outside us that's not inside us. So people mostly judge everything that's outside them and say that's bad, but they don't have a clue that all these things also live inside them, and that they can only do something about it and make it better by healing these parts in themselves. Like war, look at the war in yourself. You can't help the war outside. You can stop the war in yourself, and if a lot of people do that, then the world can change. Therefore, I think it's so important to heal everything in yourself." In justifying their entheogenic practice, my informants say that Daime provides a reliable path for encountering a primordial source of healing and tranquility. Fardado's notion of ritual ayahuasca use as a key to accessing practical or metaphysical solutions evokes Michel Foucault's theorizing on technologies of the self, quote, "specific techniques that human beings use to understand themselves so as to transform themselves in order to attain a certain state of happiness, purity, wisdom, perfection, or immortality," end quote. In a congruent manner, past and recent scholars have sought to account for the technological aspects of entheogenic rituals. For example, Bialabachi discusses the notion of tecnologias do sagrado, technologies of the sacred, throughout her dissertation on global networks of Peruvian ayahuasquero shamanism. In recognizing the potential value of entheogens, Ken Tupper frames these substances as cognitive tools. Some authors have likened entheogens to technological utensils designed to help an observer peer into otherwise inaccessible realms. It was decades ago that Alan Watts and Stanislav Grof used the language of microscopes and telescopes to depict how entheogens can magnify aspects of the subconscious self that are normally hidden. More recently, psychologist William A. Richards reiterated this analogy.